Maya opened her banking app on a Tuesday morning expecting to see about $400. Instead, the screen showed negative $2,847. She hadn't taken out a loan. She hadn't maxed out a credit card. She hadn't even bought anything expensive. Not that she could remember. Every single purchase had felt small. $12 here, $19 there. A $40 hoodie split into 4 easy payments of 10. And that's exactly the problem. Because by the time Maya finally sat down and added it all up, she realized something most people don't figure out until it's too late. By now, pay later doesn't spread your cost out. It spreads your awareness out. Today, I'm going to walk through exactly how it happened to her purchase by purchase, so you can see the pattern before it happens to you. Stick around, because around the halfway mark, I'm going to show you the part of this system that almost nobody talks about, and it's not the late fees. Let's rewind 8 months. Maya is 26, works a marketing job that pays decently, and lives in a 1-bedroom apartment with a roommate. She's not reckless with money. She has a budgeting app. She doesn't carry credit card debt. On paper, she's doing everything right. One night, she's scrolling through an online store and finds a jacket she likes. $89. A little more than she wants to spend right now, so she almost closes the tab. Then she sees it, right under the price, or 4 payments of $22.25 with Klarna. Learn more. For payments of $22.25. No interest. No credit check that shows up anywhere she'd notice. Just tap, confirm, done. She tells herself this is smart. She's not paying $89 today. She's paying $22. That's basically nothing. She checks out in under 30 seconds. Here's what actually happened in that 30 seconds, and this is worth pausing on. The price of the jacket didn't change. What changed was how the price felt. $89 triggers a little mental friction. Should I really do this? Moment. $22 doesn't. It's small enough to slip past the part of your brain that normally says, wait, that's not an accident. That's the entire design. The buy now, pay later industry, companies like Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, and Sezzle isn't in the business of helping you save money. They make their money by getting merchants to pay them a cut of every sale, plus late fees and interest on longer-term plans. Their entire product is built around one goal: lower the perceived cost of yes at the checkout screen. And it works. One purchase, split into 4 payments, doesn't feel like debt. Feels like a discount. The problem is what happens next. 3 weeks later, Maya needs new sneakers. Same thing happens. There's a pay-in for option at checkout. She barely thinks about it this time. It's already starting to feel normal. $58, split into 4 payments of $14.50. A month after that, a friend's birthday gift. Another split payment. Then a subscription box renewal that offered installment billing. Then, and this is where it starts to shift, a different app entirely. Because it turns out the sneaker store used Afterpay, but the gift shop used Klarna, and the subscription box had its own in-house installment plan. By month 4, Maya has 3 different buy now, pay later apps on her phone, each with its own payment schedule, each pulling from her debit card on different days of the month. Here's the number that matters. Each individual payment is small. $10, $14, $22. None of them, on their own, feel like something worth worrying about. But nothing in her budgeting app is tracking this. Her budgeting app sees debit card charges, a bunch of unrelated $10 and $20 transactions scattered across the month. It doesn't group them together and say, hey, this is actually $430 of debt you're carrying across 3 different companies. Because, technically, it's not debt in the way she thinks of debt. There's no big loan number staring back at her. There's no single bill. There's just a lot of small, separate, easy yes. And this is the part almost nobody explains, so let's slow down for a second. Everyone assumes the risk with buy now, pay later is late fees. And yes, those are real, miss a payment and you can get charged anywhere from $7 to $34 depending on the company. Sometimes more than once if multiple installments are due. But the late fee isn't the real product. The real product is what researchers who study spending behavior call decoupling, separating the moment you enjoy a purchase from the moment you pay for it. When you pay for something all at once, your brain registers a small amount of pain in that exact moment. Economists call it the pain of paying. It's uncomfortable, and that discomfort is actually useful. It's your built-in brake pedal. It's the thing that makes you hesitate before an $89 purchase. Buy now, pay later doesn't remove that pain. It just relocates it into 4 smaller, separate moments spread across 6 weeks, disguised as routine bank activity you barely register. So by the time Maya is 4 months in, she's not making 4 purchases. She's making 12, 14, 16 small payments a month across multiple apps, and her brain has stopped flagging any of them as a real financial decision. They've become background noise, like a subscription she forgot she had. This is why the industry has grown so fast. In the US alone, by now, pay later spending has gone from a niche checkout option to tens of billions of dollars a year in just a few years, and a large share of users report using more than one BNPL service at the same time, exactly like Maya. Multiple apps, multiple schedules, no single place that shows the full picture. That's the twist. This was never really about convenience. Convenience was the packaging. What's actually being sold is forgetting, and forgetting is a lot easier to sell than debt. Now back to that Tuesday morning. By month 7, Maya has 11 active installment payments running across 3 apps. She's still employed, still budgeting, still telling herself she's being responsible because, technically, every individual plan is interest-free. Then her car needs a repair. $600, unplanned. She pays it, and for a few days her checking account is tighter than usual. 2 Klarna payments and 1 Afterpay payment are scheduled to pull from her debit card in that same window. She doesn't remember the exact dates. Why would she? There are 11 of them running at once. 2 of the 3 payments fail. Overdraft fees kick in on her checking account. $35 each, twice, before she even notices what's happening. The failed BNPL payments trigger their own late fees on top of that. And one of the apps reports the missed payment, which puts a small but real ding on her credit report for the first time in her life. This is the moment she finally opens every app, one by one, and adds up every remaining balance across all of them. $2,847. Not because she bought a car or took a trip or made one bad decision. Because she made about 15 small, individually reasonable-looking decisions over 7 months, and no single app, no single statement, ever showed her the total. That's the core danger of this entire category of product. It's not that any one purchase is irrational. It's that the system is specifically built so you never see the sum. Maya's story isn't rare, and it isn't really about her making bad choices. A growing share of buy now, pay later users report missing at least one payment. A meaningful chunk are using these services to cover everyday essentials, groceries, gas, utility bills, not just clothes and gadgets, which means for a lot of people this isn't fun money. It's a quiet extension of their actual paycheck-to-paycheck gap. And because these plans usually aren't reported the same way credit cards are, a lot of users genuinely don't realize how much total debt they're carrying until, like Maya, they're forced to add it all up themselves. None of this makes buy now, pay later illegal or even always a bad tool. Used deliberately, one purchase, one plan, tracked and budgeted for, it can be a fine way to manage a single larger expense. The danger isn't the tool. It's the number of open loops it lets you carry without ever forcing you to see the total. Here's what actually fixed it for Maya, and it's simpler than you'd think. First, she did a full audit. She opened every single app, Klarna, Afterpay, the subscription box's installment plan, and wrote every remaining balance and due date on one single page. Not in 3 separate apps. One page. That alone is the single most useful thing you can do if you're using more than one of these services right now, because the entire trap depends on you never seeing the combined number. Second, she stopped opening new plans until every existing one was paid off. Not forever, just until the slate was clear. This breaks the rolling balance pattern where you're always paying off old purchases while adding new ones. Third, she set every remaining payment to auto-pay from an account she checks weekly, not her main spending debit card, so a busy week couldn't cause an accidental overdraft again. Fourth, and this is the one most people skip, she started asking one question at checkout every time the pay-in for option appears. Would I still buy this if I had to pay the full price right now, in one payment? If the answer is no, that's not a convenience purchase. That's the installment plan talking her into something the full price would have talked her out of. It took Maya about 5 months to pay everything off completely. She still uses buy now, pay later occasionally now, but only ever one plan at a time, only for a purchase she'd already decided to make anyway, and always tracked on that same one page. The scary part of the story was never really the $2,847. It's that every single purchase that led to it felt completely reasonable in the moment. $22, $14, $10. None of those numbers should ruin anyone's month. But debt doesn't announce itself as one big number. Most of the time, it arrives exactly like this, a little at a time, spread across enough apps and enough weeks that nobody, including the person spending it, notices the total until the bank does it for them. If you've got more than one of these installment apps on your phone right now, that's not a judgment, it's genuinely how the product is designed to work. The fix isn't guilt. It's just putting every balance on one page and looking at the real number before your bank shows it to you the way it showed Maya.